everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Sovereign and this is my court. This is the video that was promised. I promised you guys I would release party presents when we finally reached 20,000 subscribers. Yay! And we have definitely reached 20,000 subscribers, and hang on there because this video is for everyone. And I mean everyone, no matter what type of video that you have been watching on my channel, whether it be pageant videos, Hater Nation videos, court counsel videos, everybody gets to benefit from this video. I have presents, but before we get to the presents, I have some nobility titles to bestow upon some people. They are long overdue, and this is actually the second time that I'm having to do this because I initially bestowed them in an unreleased video, and I'm not sure that video is going to be released, so I have to do it again, but that's fine. I just want to make sure you guys get recognized. You guys do earn titles here on my court in my channel. So the first title that's going out is Kathy C. Hey Kathy, long overdue. Kathy follows me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all those things are in the description box below because some of you guys have been looking for me and you just can't seem to find me. They're down there. They're there. They've been there. But Kathy follows me on Twitter. She follows me here in the court. She is a courtier and she is very vocal and supportive and she truly cares and she always lends her thoughts, and Kathy, you're amazing, and I think you truly deserve a place among the ranks of nobility here in the court. Welcome. Another person that I am bestowing nobility upon is Big Love. Big Love has been sending me big love for a while now, and I have seen you, and I have seen what you're doing. I've seen your comments. You're popping up in the videos, and you definitely deserve a spot amongst nobility, and I am adding one more person to the ranks of nobility, and this is a very special person. This person had me and my mom in my kitchen like dumbstruck, like floored by their kindness and selflessness. Stephanie B. She follows me on Twitter. I am not sure what her name is here in the court, but if I see her down in the comments, I will pin her comments so you guys can all tell Stephanie thank you. Because those of you who have been keeping up with me on Twitter, on Instagram, you know that in the past week, I have not been in California. I've actually been in Washington, D.C. If you should know by now that there's been a little bit of civil unrest in the United States, and our dear leader president kind of declared war on the American citizens by calling in the military on us. And you guys know, don't declare war on the Sovereign because I will show up. And that I did. I was standing outside of his front door and he didn't even come say hello, you guys. Rude. But I was in DC, which is why I'm a little late with this video because I was not here when we hit 20,000 subscribers. Thank you. But when I decided that I was going to go to DC and you guys saw me posting on Twitter, Stephanie reached out to me of her own accord. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't, put any shout outs that I needed help or anything. Stephanie came into my DMs and she said, hey, I would love to be involved in some way and I'm unable to, be out there myself. Stephanie is immunocompromised, so it's not safe for her immune system to be exposed to the amount of people that I was because of the whole COVID situation. It would have been taking a chance for her, which I totally understand, and I'm hoping and that she was able to stay safe and stay healthy and everything, but she really wanted to help. So she came into the DMs and said, hey, I would love to send you a donation to help you on your journey to getting to DC. Stephanie. I ran to my mom in the kitchen and my mom's like eyeballs popped out of her head and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, Stephanie didn't say how much she was going to donate at the time, and I didn't care. It was just the fact that someone was going to that length to want to help, to reach out and want to extend their hand. I was just like, oh my God, no one's ever done anything like that for me. I've dated men who didn't do that much for me. Okay, Stephanie's a better boyfriend than any boyfriend that I could have potentially had ever. And I don't even know the woman. Like, Stephanie, you had us all struck. You had us struck, okay? And I want everybody in the court to know what Stephanie did, because my return to California was basically secured because of Stephanie. Stephanie brought the Sovereign back to the court. It's because of her, and I want everybody in the court to give her a round of applause, not just for like helping me or anything, but just being that selfless and wanting to help that much and going to that length. Like, I've never experienced that type of kindness. Like, that was baffling to me, and I wish I could just scream from the mountaintop, scream from my rooftop how much this meant to me. So I'm screaming it from my YouTube channel, Stephanie. Thank you so much. My mom says thank you. Like, everybody is just like, wow, you are amazing and you are nobility. Welcome to the ranks of the nobles, sweetheart. Stephanie, oh Stephanie, please let me know if you guys see her in the comments section below so I can find her. Okay, Thank you. I know you guys are all waiting, like, what are the presents though? What are the presents though? You promised us presents, girl. Yes, I did. I promised you guys presents. So the theme here has always been of royalty and kingdoms and courts and whatnot. And this is not just me wanting to do that. I am actually creating a kingdom in which everybody is able to be vocal and participate amongst each other. You guys should talk to each other. You know, I see a lot of you reaching out to me on Instagram, on Twitter and all that, but I also want you to be able to engage with each other and engage with me a little bit more freely. So a month ago, I discovered Discord. Everybody's like, sis, what is Discord? I was late. So if you know what it is, I didn't know. I was late. I just discovered it, okay? Discord is a service that kind of allows all of your friends or whatever group you're involved in to have a space just for you, just for your conversations, controlled by your own people. So I have gone out of my way to create a Discord server for you guys. It's called The Kingdom. Hello, Kingdom. Yes. In The Kingdom, you're able to go there and find places to talk to each other 24/7. All day, every day, weekends, morning, noon, night, whatever time zone you live in, you can go to The Kingdom and find people to talk to. The server is broken down into different subsections, so everybody's able to benefit in some way from the server. Meaning, Hater Nation people, if you watch my Hater Nation videos, or if you're one of the infamous Kiwis, there is a section of The Kingdom dedicated to you guys where you can talk about information, things that are going on in that world. I have a section for you. Pageant people, if you watch Miss Universe, if you watch Miss Grand, you watch any of the pageants, there's a section in The Kingdom where you can go and chat with other fans of my videos, fans of pageants in general. And I want you guys to understand that The Kingdom is open to everyone, regardless of if you watch my videos or not. If you are a pageant fan and you want to talk to other pageant fans, you are welcome in the server. I encourage you to go into the server. We want it to be as big and as loud and as vocal as possible. We want everybody to gather and talk with each other. There's also a section of the server where you can actually voice talk to people, meaning you actually can hear other people's voices. The great thing about this is when Miss Universe finally rolls around and we're all watching it, we can actually go into The Kingdom and talk to each other while the show is happening. You guys can talk to me live. You can talk to me live while the show is happening. How insane is that? We're gonna have like the biggest Miss Universe party ever on the server. This remains true for other pageants, meaning if there is a Miss Vietnam pageant going on, you can go into the Miss Universe section of the server and live chat with people from your continent, and you can watch the pageant together and chat together, so you'll never be alone ever again while watching a pageant. Because I know a lot of the pageant people, we don't have other pageant friends. We usually end up being alone. When it comes to The Kingdom, you don't have to be alone. You can just go find your people and talk as much as you want. Because in the server, the Miss Universe section has a general section, and then I did create other subsections for whatever specific continent you're on, so that you are more easily able to converse with people from your country. So those of you who are looking like, how do I find The Kingdom? How do I find The Kingdom? All the links are in the description box below. You can go down there, click on the link to get into the server, and you will likely find me. At the moment of the posting of this video, I am in the server right now. I am in the server right now, and I will be in the server every single day, talking to you guys, chit-chatting with you guys, watching you guys. It's gonna be our kingdom, just for us, just for our people, and we can talk freely and be with each other. And I have more of an immediate connection with you guys, and you guys have a more immediate connection with each other. Share your pictures, share your thoughts, share information that you found out about, I don't know, Amber Lynn or the queens from Japan. Like, whatever information, it's open to everybody. I am beyond excited about this because I get to like chat with you guys when I wake up in the morning, when I go to sleep at night. It's gonna be great, and I will be in there all the time. There is more. There's more. Okay, so people have asked me about this, and after mulling it over, I was like, this is probably a good idea. I have started a Patreon. The reason that I'm starting a Patreon, you know, don't think it's just like, oh, but you just want money. No, because my channel's not like big enough for where I think a Patreon would really make a difference. But the reason I'm starting a Patreon is because there are some things that I don't really want to put out on the internet. When I get on YouTube and say something, it's kind of like standing on a street corner and screaming it to the world. There are some topics where you don't want to do that. There's some topics where you just want to talk about it with your close-knit group of friends. Example, like if I was dating someone, which I'm not, but if I was dating somebody or if I went on a date, I don't necessarily want to air that person out on my YouTube channel, but I still want to talk to you guys about it. I still want to be open and have that conversation with you guys, but I don't want to like scream it from the rooftops. You know, that person might find my YouTube. I don't know. Certain things don't belong necessarily on YouTube. That's where Patreon comes in. That's my close-knit group of friends where I can be a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more open, a little bit more honest, a little bit more lax. There will be a more variety of topics that I get into on my Patreon. I will be a little bit less controlled, I might say. I might be a little bit more wacky on my Patreon. I might be a little bit more, you know, extra. Because my Patreon is kind of like a safe space where I know that I'm safe and I can say things without it being misconstrued or taken out of context or possibly hurting someone's feelings. Because I never want to put something on YouTube to hurt someone's feelings unless I'm wearing the crown of shade and I'm dragging you. At that point, you deserved it. But other things are just gonna be for my close-knit group of friends. The cool thing about my Patreon is it is broken down into title levels. You guys, I told you I'm actually building a kingdom here. We have a court, we now have an actual kingdom. I am now handing out titles. Every level of my Patreon is broken down into titles, meaning the first level of my Patreon is the aristocracy, the aristocrats. Every level of Patreon gets exclusive content, might get exclusive videos, and as you go up, you get a higher title and you get more content. So the first level is the aristocracy. The next level is the barons and the baronesses, and the level after that is the viscounts and the viscountesses. Yes, you get titles with every level that you go, and you get a shout out on this channel when you do subscribe to the Patreon. I let everybody know that we have a new viscount, we have a new baron, and I told you guys, we have an actual court now. So depending on your title and your level, you have access to different things. You might get extended cut videos, behind the scene bloopers. Everybody gets a shout out on the channel. You have access to the rest of the coterie members to have that private discussion. The viscounts and the viscountesses, the highest level I currently have on the coterie, which is my Patreon. My Patreon is a coterie. I'm giving you guys vocab words here, okay? A coterie is a close-knit tight group of people that have similar interests. That's why it's called the coterie. And if you're smart and you're paying attention, you can see that I am structuring this to work the same way that an actual court does work. So the higher your rank in an actual court, the closer you are to the sovereign. Also, when you're a part of the coterie, when you're a part of my Patreon, you do get benefits when it comes to the rest of the kingdom. When you are a baron or a viscount, that does translate to the channel. And it also translates into the kingdom, meaning when you do join the coterie and you go into the kingdom to walk amongst everyone else and to talk to everyone else, you get benefits. When you type something into the chat, your name will pop up with a certain color, alerting everybody in the kingdom that there is in fact a baron in the chat, or that there is in fact a viscountess in the chat. Everybody knows and recognizes that you are amongst the elite and closest to the sovereign. I have created something for everyone, regardless of if you want to be a part of the Patreon coterie or if you just want to be a part of the kingdom. Every link that you are looking for is in the description box below. And like I said, regardless of if you watch my videos or not, everybody is welcome. Feel free to share the links to the kingdom with your pageant friends, with other Hater Nation friends if you want. Whoever wants to be in the kingdom obviously can walk in whenever they want. There are some rules in the kingdom, but I typically tend to be the type of person that doesn't like to censor people too much, as long as you keep it semi-respectful, because I'm not gonna police anybody. I'm trying not to police people as much as possible, okay? Not in the kingdom. That's not necessarily my job. For my nobles that have been bestowed nobility, I do want you guys to have your titles to also translate into the kingdom, so I'm gonna have to make contact with you guys to make sure that I can verify that it's you and then give you a rank within the kingdom so that everybody knows that they are speaking to a noble. So if you're all excited, go ahead and click the link right now. I am currently, at the moment of the posting of this video, I'm in there right now. I am in the kingdom waiting for you guys. The kingdom will also alert everybody to the moment I post any video, so no one will ever be late. You get all your notifications, you're able to talk to everybody. Like, we have a whole community happening here. I look forward to seeing you guys all in the kingdom. So whether you decide to join the coterie or the kingdom, I welcome you. The kingdom is open to everyone. Go ahead and click the links below. I am waiting for you. I will see you there. Thanks for watching this video. Give the video a thumbs up. And if you are not a member of the court, hit the subscribe button and I will see you in the kingdom. I love you. I'll miss you. And you know I will be back in a future video. Bye.